Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Brooke and I'm really glad that you're here. So today's video is pretty straightforward. It's just my January TBR, which is right here, my little TBR bin, because I'm not bougie enough to have a TBR cart yet. Keyword is yet. We'll get there. So anyway, let's get into what I will hopefully be reading this month. Okay, so let's just begin. Ooh, you know what'd be cool? What if I just pick out a random one without even looking? Let's do that. I mean, I have planned this obviously, but okay. Terms and Conditions, with his English, which is the second book in the Dreamland Billionaire. Yeah, in the Dreamland Billionaire series. I read Fine Print in November, I think, and I loved it. I read it in I think 2 days. It was a really, really speedy read. I loved the characters right away. I loved their dynamic. I loved the setting. If you don't know, they basically work in an amusement park, and it's giving Disney World, and I'm a sucker for Disney and Disney World, all things Disney basically. I love it. So Fine Print was a very fun read for me. So I'm really excited for Terms and Conditions. It's about another one of the three brothers. I'm very excited. This one's about Declan and Iris. So I also think the third one comes out soon. Sometime in 2023, right? I think so. I'm gonna check for you guys. It just says expected on 2023. So I have no idea when, which sucks, but whatever. It's on my January TBR. I'm so excited to get into it. I'm assuming it's also going to be a very easy read, but I've heard good things and I'm excited. Okay, let's do the next one. This is so much fun to do it this way. Okay, guys, the next one is My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Otessa, by this author. I'm not going to butcher that name because I'd feel bad. All I know about this book is that it's about a girl who I think is depressed and she wants to try and sleep the year away. So I think she goes to get medication and stuff to try and literally sleep the year away. That's all I know. The reason I'm reading this now is because January is the time for seasonal depression. It's dark, it's winter, school is back in session. Goodbye to your Christmas break. A whole other year until Christmas again. Yeah. Okay, let's hope that the next book is a lighter book. Oh, okay. So Twisted Love, which is the first book in the Twisted series by Anna Huang. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I'm kind of excited. I literally know nothing about any of these books. I have all four. Yeah, I impulsively bought the whole series without even reading one. But I trust the judgment of everybody enough to assume I'm gonna love it because everyone just raves about the Twisted series. So I'm really excited. But yeah, I literally just went out and bought all four, which I actually posted about on my Bookstagram. So if you're not already following that, definitely check my description because I had the link to my Bookstagram there. Really fun place to be. So be there. So I'm really excited about this one. And I feel like it looks January-ish, right? It just looks wintry. So I'm actually really excited to finally be reading this. I can't explain. I'm really, really hoping I like it because one, I wanna like what everybody likes. It's so awkward when you're the odd one out who doesn't like the one thing. Nothing wrong with that, but it's oh, it's weird. So I wanna love it. And I bought the whole series, so I really hope I like it because I want to happily read the whole series. Next. This is me being the wannabe girls who wrap all of their books on their TBR cart. Okay, They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. At this point in time, there is a prequel, I believe, that came out to this. I was going to buy it impulsively, but then I was like, no, I haven't even read this one. So I'm not going to buy that yet. If I do end up liking this, I'm going to probably purchase it. So this one's popular, but I also haven't really gathered a lot of information on people's opinions. I believe it's rated decently. but I haven't heard a lot of people raving about it or people like putting it down. Like I literally haven't really heard anything. I just know this is popular and it seems intriguing. So yeah. Exciting. Oh, okay, Archer's Voice. So, this I bought because of Alexa Ray, here on BookTube. She's one of my favorite booktubers. I love her channel. This is one of her all-time favorite books. Alexa Ray literally talks about this in almost all of her videos. Archer's Voice just always comes up. And she says that if you're a Colleen Hoover fan, you'd really like this because this is like better than what Colleen Hoover writes. And I am a Colleen Hoover fan. She got me back into reading. I've read almost all of her books. I love her books because I always tend to care for the characters and they're always very fast paced books. So they're always great to get me out of a slump and they always have these crazy plot twists, always. And I've only ever seen the plot twist coming like once or twice. Her plot twists get me all the time. Anyway, point is, I'm a huge Colleen Hoover fan. So I'm really, really excited to read this because Alexa Ray says this is better than Colleen Hoover books. And she says it's a really, really good romance. It's her favorite. I think she said it's her favorite book of all time. So my favorite book of, well, no, English. Just gonna take a minute, take a breather. My favorite book of all time currently is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've raved about that book a lot on my channel. If you haven't already read that book, go read it. It's really good. Anyways, so I'm gonna see. Like, will this change? Will this be my new favorite book? I don't know. Apparently, it has good potential, so we'll see. I'm really, really excited to read this. Okay, of the last three, which are we randomly gonna pick? I'll pretend I'm like, I don't know what this is. Oh my gosh, which one is it? Even though it's the heftiest book in the pile. Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie to you. This book gives me the creeps because it's like over 500 pages and the font isn't big. I am very intimidated by this book. It's a huge, well, it's not huge. There are books with longer pages, no, with more pages that I have on my TBRs for other months. So I need to get through this. This is a baby step to what I want to read. So all I know about this is it's like a small town. Oh, and an evil twin. So small town and an evil twin. Who doesn't love that? Yeah, at this point in time, I feel like I'm the only one on BookTube who hasn't read this. If you haven't read it, please comment down below to make me feel a little bit better about myself. I am excited, but I am scared to read this because of its length. But I want to read the next Lucy Score book coming out, and I feel like I should read this one first. And everyone's read it. Most people say it's good. Some people say you won't like it if you don't like the small town trope, but I love the small town trope. I am a sucker for the childhood friends to lovers, the small town, the group of close friends, like all that type of stuff. I love the small town. I love reading about the big city and all the new people you meet. Like that's all so much fun too. But oh, small town gets me every time. So I'm so excited. I'm just scared, which I think reasonably so. Oh my God, let's do something so cute. Here, guys, you pick. You pick the next book that comes out. Okay, what are you guys gonna pick? Oh, you picked The Deal by Elle Kennedy. I'm sorry, was that lame? It probably was really lame, but whatever. Interactive. The Deal by Elle Kennedy. I wanted to read this in September because I know it takes place on campus. All I know is that I think a guy wants to be tutored by a girl, so they date. Fake dating? Is it fake dating? I don't know for sure, but if it is fake dating, I'd like to comment on the fact that I don't read a lot of fake dating. I think I've only ever read 2 or 3 fake dating trope books. It's not my favorite, but it's fine. But I'm excited to read this regardless. I do want to read the whole series. I have not impulsively bought the whole series for this one, thank goodness, because there's a lot of them. Well, in this series, I think there's 5 altogether, but then I also want to read the Briar U series. Like I want to just read them all together. Anyway, sorry I'm rambling. I wanted to read this in September because it takes place on campus And I thought, oh, going into school, reading like a school romance. But then that didn't happen. So January, I'm going back to school for second semester. So I'm like, hey, it's still back to school vibes again. So maybe we'll read it now. And I'm excited. I'm excited about this one because to shout out another booktuber, I love Destiny Sidwell on BookTube. She's one of my all-time favorite booktubers. I love her so much. I watch all of her videos. And I remember not as much recently, but months ago, she was raving about this series and the Briar You series. And she's how I found out about this series because she just loved this series. So I am putting my trust and my faith in her to read the series and hopefully love it just as much as she does. So we will see. Okay, and the last one, oh my gosh, guys, on another note, on another sticky note, sorry, that was really bad, but I'm going to start tabbing my books and annotating, and I'm really excited. I've seen people do this like everywhere, and I'm like, I just feel like I don't want to do that. I couldn't enjoy a book. I'll have to sit there and think about what I want to annotate. But you don't have to do it that way because now I read books and I'm like, oh, that part is so good. And then like weeks or months later, I'm like, oh my God, what was that book that had that in it? Wait, I love that. Where was that? Where can I read that again? If I would have tabbed it, I could have went and read the page and I would have been fine. So I'm going to start tabbing because I think it'll be beneficial. Anyways. Okay, so Dear Evan Hansen. Okay, see, I was kind of confused by this book because all I know about this is the movie. I've never seen the movie, but I've wanted to. And then I saw there was a book and I was like I have no knowledge in this realm at all. But I saw there was a book and I found it for like a sale price. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll get that. And then I'll watch the movie. But I didn't realize it says creators of the hit show. So I guess this is about a show too. I really don't know. I don't know much about this. I just know that I want to watch the movie eventually. So I thought, oh, might as well pick up the book for a sale price. So yeah, Dear Evan Hansen, don't know nothing about it. It's just going to be a whole surprise. And then we'll watch the movie afterwards, I guess. And that'll be that. Okay, you guys, so that is my entire January TBR. Like I said, I don't know if I will get through all of these, but I hope to. And yeah, you can definitely follow me along on my Bookstagram, which again is linked down below. And you can hear about whether or not I read these during January and what I think about them while I'm in the process of reading them. All that fun bookish stuff that sounds so exciting. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you all again in the next one.